Okay, so now I'm joined by Popi. How's it going, man?
All good. What about you?
Yeah, not too bad. Really, my first Dreamhack. I've never been here before, so just crazy. I mean, like PC setups like everywhere, and people just like enjoying games all over the place. Okay, so I've asked a lot of the European players about who the top Swedish player is in Street Fighter, and they all say you. Is this true?
I guess so. I mean, there's a lot of upcomings. Like we had this young kid named Salty Kid.
Yeah.
He played against Tokido. I was watching, and he actually came to the last round. Very close game. I think there's a lot of.
Is that the one who beat Mov?
Yes.
Is it Mov? Yes. Yeah, Chun-Li mirror match.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. And
so that always says that already confirms that he's a top player.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have Yagami, but Yagami didn't perform so well this time around. But he usually does like. He's considered the second strongest in Sweden, so.
Okay. That number 2 headband.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How did you first get into Street Fighter?
That's actually a long story. Basically, when I was a kid, like my family lives in Argentina, like some part of my family.
Okay.
I live around the house there, and I remember my cousin taking me to like an arcade.
Yeah.
And the thing was, he's like, you should try this game because it's fun. And I remember like walking into the arcade, you could hear like, I can't say it, but a lot of swear words in Spanish, you know, and a lot of button mashing. And
People can be quite vocal when they play Street Fighter.
Yes. So there was a lot of hype, and they made me play like against the top player. And
it's a trial by fire, basically.
Yes. And I played Ryu, and he was playing Honda, and he was doing like the 100 hand slap. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm dying. I was so mad, like as a kid, frustrated. And from there on, like I just like entered like later on playing Street Fighter, and I actually am enjoying it a lot. So.
Where does Street Fighter 5 kind of like rank on like your all-time favorite Street Fighter games? I mean, is it like kind of up there, or are you more of a Super Turbo or like Third Strike man?
No, I would say Street Fighter 5 is up there. I actually enjoy Super Turbo as well. It's really fun. Like at Stunfest, I was seeing Nuki, you know, playing Super Turbo. Yeah, it was really amazing.
Okay. What can you tell me about the Swedish Street Fighter scene?
Right now, I think the Swedish Street Fighter scene, like for the first time, we're actually not for the first time, but they're actually like cooperating together this time around.
Okay.
They're
kind of like helping each other out, like match-up knowledge and like training. Okay.
They're trying to we're trying to share the tech. Obviously, you can't always be prepared like for these kind of top players, but they're definitely like showing support against each other, because I told them like, you know, in the end, like we have to be like a family to like level up and support each other.
Do you think it's the Swedish scene is the strongest it's ever been at this point, or?
No, actually no. We had some players dropping out. I don't know if you know Skatan.
The name rings a bell.
Yes,
okay.
he used to play. Like he started to play Chun-Li, but I don't know. I don't know what he think about the game, but he dropped it. But I think it's getting there. It's definitely getting there, really close.
I mean, are you seeing sort of like new players like coming in and taking the game? Okay.
Yes. So there's definitely like some new players, and.
I mean, like, is Salty Kid is like is Street Fighter 5 his first Street Fighter game?
No, Street Fighter 4.
Okay. Kind of like Venom, still fairly new.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But he used to play like DJ in Street Fighter 4, and now he's like, you know what, Popi, I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna pick a top tiers. And he's playing Chun now, so.
It's certainly, I think it can pay off in the long run.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a particularly hard life.
Yeah, exactly.
How many years have you been coming to Dreamhack?
Oof. I think my first Dreamhack was 2011.
Wow, okay.
And that was like I just started with Street Fighter 4. I was actually Super Street Fighter 4, and I got to play Ryan in my pool, and I was just learning the game, and he beat me, so it was kind of free. But
didn't you win one of the Dreamhacks in Street Fighter? Yes. Which one was that?
2013. I got to play against Infiltration.
The Grand Finals.
Yes.
And who were you playing in for?
Cammy.
Well, is that pretty much your proudest Street Fighter moment?
I would say so, because not only was it a huge step for me, but I think it was like a huge step for Europe itself,
Yeah.
like you could see like suddenly like everybody was like, hey, we can actually beat these players. Then you see like Luffy winning Evo,
Yeah, I mean, my God.
stuff like stuff like that. So it's like
You helping like pave the way for like people like in Europe like making that kind of like impact on the international stage.
exactly. So like it came to like a shift to a momentum, like to sending a message that hey, we can actually play this game. You know, like if we just cooperate together.
Well, looking at here today, I mean, like Stunfest, I think it was a few weeks ago, no European players in top 8. Whereas today, and obviously we're just coming up to top 8, like here as we're doing this this interview now, we have I think 3 European players in top 8. So like we're already starting to like improve and like hopefully getting better in Street Fighter 5 as well.
Yes.
Okay. You seem to play multiple characters in Street Fighter 5. Do you think this gives you an advantage or not?
As of right now, I think it's a kind of like a double-edged sword.
Okay.
Not because it's bad to play many characters. It's just that at the higher level, you only have like it's best out of 3, and you have like it's a new game, so you have to kind of like adjust real quickly. For instance, if I play like Karen, I gotta remember the punishes against that character. If I play Cammy, which is like a momentum-based character, I gotta feel something like that. So, and sometimes it can get the best out of you, but sometimes it actually helps a lot.
I mean, what kind of like thought process is there when because obviously you got like multiple characters you can pick. So if you come up against like a player who maybe you know a little bit about, is it more the matchup you go for in terms of the characters to play, or will you pick a character based on the player? Well, I mean, which is more the deciding factor, the matchup in terms of the character they play or the player?
For me, it's actually the player,
Okay.
because I think like everybody fairly knows how the matchups works, like at a higher level, and if I tend to see that, like, oh, hey, he actually has a bad weakness, then I'm gonna go Cammy because I know that they're gonna get destroyed. Basically, she's like a button killer. They match something, she kills you very fast. But if I feel like, hey, this guy is playing like a clean footsie game, I might go to Karin or maybe even Nekali, which I picked up as well. There's a lot of.
Do you think in the long term you'll be playing multiple characters? Like maybe like 2 years down the line in Street Fighter 5, will you still be playing multiple characters?
Yes, I actually think that a lot of the top players are probably gonna like playing multiple characters. You know, there's like the DLC coming out, Ibuki, Balrog, and I know like a lot of players are actually waiting for like Urian. They want to see like how they interact. It's gonna be really interesting.
People aren't gonna be disappointed. Like
Yes.
Urian is hot.
Yes, it's got, well, you know, I don't know. I think it's gonna be really interesting to see how people switch. I know, like for example, GamerB told me like he wants to try out Rashid, but since it's so hard, like I was saying before, it's so hard to just like in one game switching. So.
Okay. What? I mean, this is a good question to ask you, especially seeing as like your history of Street Fighter goes back to Street Fighter 2, and I imagine you've played more games since then. But what classic Street Fighter stage would you like to see return in Street Fighter 5?
Oh yes, this is a good question. Actually, like my favorite stage of all time is I don't know what it's called. It's on Alpha 2 when Ryu fights Sagat.
Oh, this is the one where it's kind of like dark and there's lightning,
yes.
and they're in the big field. Yes.
Please bring that stage back. It's so good. Like it had like such an impact. You know, like it was
It's like this is the start of the Street Fighter 2 anime. Like they're in that kind of like field as well. They're kind of like
so good.
It's like that's where he got his like scar and all this kind of stuff.
It's a great stage. I would like to see that come back.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully.
Yes.
What other interests do you have besides hitting buttons?
I actually train boxing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. Sometimes I find it quite similar. Like they joke up, like in the gym, they joke about me that, hey, you're actually playing footsies now. You know, we're going back and forth and stuff like that. I think like it's similar to boxing. Is like kind of similar to chess as well, which is similar to Street Fighter, kind of.
Every move has like a counter move.
And you have to think. You have to think twice as well before you do something. So
you've never been to, I mean, have you played like Balrog or Dudley in any of the games? Like, is that how deep it runs? Will you play like a boxing character?
No. I tried like Dudley and Balrog a bit. In Street Fighter 2, Balrog was like a rushdown character. In Street Fighter 4, well, not the way Eduardo played him, like, but
Oh my God.
but I think it was like a more laid-back character, and I usually like to go in, so didn't really fit my style. But
okay, fair enough. Okay, and then final question: what's the next Capcom Pro Tour event we're going to be seeing you at?
I actually don't know. I actually don't know.
I mean, have you not got like a plane ticket booked for Evo this year, or?
No, I actually want to go to Evo really bad, but it's all up to the sponsors. I think it would be like a ranking event at maybe Madrid, July.
Madrid. Oh, is that the Milan Games Week or something like that?
No, Madrid.
The Spain.
Yeah, Spain.
Okay, that's Sonic Boom Summer Edition?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, yeah.
Probably that, or...
get Milan and Madrid.
Yeah.
Great, European, like...
But it's probably that, or I don't know, like, it's all up to the team. Hopefully they'll be happy, you know. I need those points.
You need to get out there, man. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of you on the Capcom Pro Tour streams.
Yes.
Well, thanks very much for speaking to me, man, and take it easy, guys.